Good afternoon and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. This is Kristen and I have finished, with the exception of a little this and that. I finished almost everything from our Disney 2021 trip except for one thing, which based on the stack here is a big thing, and that is Galaxy's Edge. So that is where I'm headed next, and because everything was a little different and there were some added things for this kit, and I use that lightly because I always pull from whatever I need, but I try really hard to just use as much of what's in this kit. So for the most part, I really want to try and utilize as much Disney as I can, but I also have gotten some things together that are not necessarily Disney, but I feel like will go well with what we did while we were in Galaxy's Edge and any of the Star Wars related attractions or events. So this is where we will start. I'm just going to go through them pretty quick because, like I said, it's a lot. So I saved these. These are from Keller's Creation, and I cut they're from cut aparts that I ordered, and I saved them specifically because there were definitely some times when we were being silly at Galaxy's Edge, and this is definitely was a happy place for all of us. So I saved these two cut aparts to use specifically. This is actually from Cinderella's Castle, but I've decided that the theme will obviously be stars, and there will be some type of star on every page, whether it's just a little star because it's not the focus or it's like a predominant part. So I don't know if I'll get to use this. I was going to use it in Magic Kingdom, but I just never did, never found the right place, and I may not end up using it because it is quite bulky, and it looks going to be bulky enough as it is. So I may not use it, and I'm not worried about that. If I do, I do, and if I don't, it's no big deal. I do have this kaleidoscope. I have had this for a while. This is actually My Mind's Eye, and it's marked at 2006. So I've had this for, I'd say, at least 10 years. Because I got it from a store that has been out of business for a while. So, but I felt like there were a lot of things we had to be brave about, or you're supposed to be brave about, you know, being surrounded by the First Order and things of that nature. So then this side is some non-actual Disney things that I felt would come in handy. Some robots, of course, you know, there's plenty of droids in Star Wars, and some of these kinds of superhero type things like wham, pow, zap, boom, oof. I don't know if I'll use these, but there was at least one ride where we were being chased by the First Order, so I feel like maybe these could come in handy. If not, these can be used for many things in my scrapbooking. I bought these specifically for Star Wars because I thought they were super cool. They came from the dollar store, and they're attached by like little plastic. So I thought these were really cool and would definitely fit my theme. I pulled out anything in my stash that was stars. I have plenty of pictures that I could put in this or cut this, you know, one way or another and just tuck. So I pulled that out. Like I said, anything with stars on it. So I thought that might come in handy. These are some Mrs. Grossman's design lines, and this is the end of like a set of, I don't know, I feel like I had more than 30 of these, but this is what I have left of them, and I've been using them up. I do use these a lot for like matting pictures, like I put them around instead of using paper. Now, this is either Disney or Disney-esque. There are some times when my child is being mischievous. There are a lot of, well, anyway, this is going to come in handy. I pulled this specifically for a specific set of pictures. These are left over from what I haven't used with my Magic Kingdom and other Disney park things, so I'd like to get these on the pages, and I'm sure that I can find some opportunities for that. Those are just kind of fillers. I have a few of the ephemera pack from this Wish Upon a Star left. Not a lot. I have really used the majority of this pack. And if I don't use it all, that's okay, because I am going to make little mini books for my son and my daughter. So if I don't get these used up, that's okay. But I will use them up in their little, I think I'm going to make them 8x8 books. Maybe an 8.5 by 11. I am going to, if I remember, there's one little itty bitty star circle right there. And I may pull that and remember to use it, but there's no telling. I am going to use this Disney Memories in here. And then I have, these are also from, most of these are from Keller's Creation. Any of these back here, some of these other ones are from a cut apart, from a Sandy Lion cut apart, like memories and stuff. But like this Beyond Thrilled and Wish Upon a Star, those are ones specifically that I'm holding as well for this. And those are from Keller's Creation, which is, you can find them at acidfree.com. And they have some really neat things. These are princessy type things that I was using, but they're all in the same pack. I put them there. These are what is left of this sticker sheet, and I definitely can use these 3. We did not see fireworks, so I may just hold on to that for 4th of July set that I'm doing that is not Disney related, but hey, it just says fireworks. But I plan on using all 3 of those. This is also something that's left, and we did not ride on a Ferris wheel, so I don't know. I may still just tuck that in somewhere, but this and this will definitely get used. And even though I did not see a single one of these characters in Galaxy's Edge, I will probably still find a way. If I don't use them here, I am making a cover page for the entire trip, so I will probably use them there. But there are some stars on here that I want to use, and the Disney Fun for sure. These are more Keller's Creation, and a lot of them don't fit, but Dream Then Achieve, Magic Starts Here, Happiness, Happy to Be Me, I Did It. Those are ones that I thought I could use. And these are some borders that I got from a kit that actually came with a scrapbook that I bought from Disney in 2013. If I don't use these up with this, I will use them either in my kids book or I will use them on the cover page. Not all of them though, because that's like 5 borders. That's excessive. I do want to use these 2 for sure. These are from a kit that I got, I think in 2007 when we came back from our very first Disney trip with family. I do want to use these. These are some Disney alphas that I want to use up as well. I'll use these as best I can. I have a few non-Disney alphas that I've pulled as well. So that is the majority of the embellishments. I do have, here's the other alphas that I have pulled. These are blue, so I thought that the blue would go. I don't know why blue is what I'm thinking for Star Wars, but I guess. And then these, of course, are stars. And then the other alphas I have are these pre-cuts, and I have had these for a long time. I got them when I worked at Target in 2004, 2006. So I pulled the black, the white, the yellow, and then I have some that are actually stars. So I pulled those out because I figured those would come in handy for building titles. So there's that. And then I have okay, so then for my paper, let me move these things out of the way. I have this little blue bucket. And maybe that's why I keep thinking blue, because the bucket I put all of my Disney, or my Star Wars stuff in is blue. And I'm gonna set this in here. I do have, there. Now I can put that over here. And the funny thing is, without planning, the box that I put the paper in is also blue. So this is a cupcake box, and obviously there's crumbs and grease and stuff down there. However, if you watched my Hollywood Studios layouts, I made a shaker pocket out of the top of a cupcake box. So I'm holding this because it's silver, and I thought that the silver would be really cool for a Disney Star Wars one. So I think I'll use the top part of this somehow to make a shaker pocket. And my friend sent me these really cool Disney little bits that go in there. And then I've got some sequins and stuff that I'm going to add. So that's why this is in there. I will pitch this bottom part that's got the grease, but this top part will come in handy. So, paper. Get all of this out of the way so we can look at this fancy, fabulous paper that I have either had already or I bought. So this is my 6x6 Remember the Magic by Echo Park. I had 2 of these when I started. So there are a lot that I saved because they had stars on them. I didn't necessarily save them on purpose, but like if I wasn't trying to use them up because I knew that I could use, like I love this yellow, some of these stars and stuff. So whatever I don't use of this, I will use on my kiddos' books. Because, I mean, they can be used for other things. Some of them are pretty obvious Disney, but a lot of it is not. And then some of these cut aparts can be used too. So I would like to use a lot of that. These are from Keller's Creation, and I ordered these, and I've used some of it up already. This is a scrap from the Keller's Creation. Then these are from Keller's Creation. And these are called Say It Fast, I think. No, Scrap It Fast, Super Dave. And these, I think they were on clearance when I got them, so I don't even know if these are something that you can buy still. But I saved these on purpose because of the stars. Same with this, because there will be some journaling that'll need to get done. So I saved anything that had stars on it. I thought these were really cool. This is a scrap, and I have a bag of scraps over here still, and a little bag of scraps. So these are my scraps that are left over from my 12x12 paper pads, or my 6x6 paper pad, and some of the cut aparts and stuff. These are some of the scraps. So I will be using a lot of this up. I just put them all in this little quart-sized bag. This is either Echo Park, or there is some EK Success in here, some Sandy Lion. There were 2 different Echo Park sets, and then the 6x6. So that's what's in here, and I really do want to use a lot of that. Then I pulled out these 2 papers that are, this one I've had for a long time. I couldn't even tell you how long. It's not even dated, but I got it on clearance for 15 cents, but I thought this was really pretty. This feels like wallpaper almost, because it's like a material, embroidery paper, it says. So it's from Paper Studio, and it says 2010, so hey, using up some stash, guys. This I just got in a on the marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. And it was just a happenstance. I didn't buy this on purpose. It just happened to be in there. And it's like arcade game paper. So there's lots of stars and neat little like droid looking things. I thought these would be cool. And whatever I don't use with Star Wars, like this one I probably wouldn't use. My son and husband are avid gamers, so these things will come in handy for that. It's called Cosmic Energy and Arcade Star Search. So this is by Cherry Art, and they say that they're from 2007. So I just thought all of these were really neat papers, and I thought, oh no, I could definitely use some of this for Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge. So lots of stars. So that is in my stash to have, not necessarily to, this is not a kill a kit. I do want to use a lot of this stuff up, especially the scraps and the anything Disney that is a little harder to use for non-Disney things. So these are some papers that I had. These are actually Sandy Lion, I believe, that came in my Disney kit. So I held on to those for Star Wars. This is actually like a Bethlehem set that was like Miss Elizabeth from the dollar store. And I think that there's like another piece that has like the nativity scene over here or something. So I pulled that because it had the pretty stars in it. Pulled this out of my stash because it had the stars. Same with this. Let's see. This one is My Mind's Eye. This one is My Mind's Eye. And then these are ones I specifically bought from American Crafts, from Hobby Lobby. Nope, I do that all the time because I'm so used to going to Hobby Lobby, from Joann Fabrics. I bought this specifically for Star Wars. And this, which I love. And there's a couple more. This one. Oh, I got a couple of these. Because it's not like I can't use stars on something else. This one. There was one other one, and it's like my favorite. Oh, maybe I already showed that. But anyway, that one. I think that is so cool. So those are from American Crafts. And they don't have names on them. They're just numbered. So, but they're very pretty. One-sided, just simple. Then I bought this off of Amazon, and it's called Space Wars Kit. So, obviously, it is kind of like with Echo Park, where they make things that are Disney-esque. This is Star Wars-esque. So it has double-sided papers that are just gorgeous. I mean, like, they're photo, like, pictures. So this is one side, and this is the other. And then this one, oh, and it's slick, obviously, because it just fell on the floor. So this is the other side of this paper. And then this. And here's the other side, which is totally going to come in handy for the Rise to the Resistance, because we actually go in something that looks just like that. Trying to put it on easy so they don't fall down. That is beautiful. And that's the back side. And then it comes with this sticker sheet. And some of these I don't know if I would use because it's like Space Wars. But I could cut it to where it says just Wars and use that. But overall, these are really something that will come in handy. It's got little tags and borders. The lightsaber border will come in handy. So I loved all of these. Thought they were really neat, and they were not terribly expensive. I mean, like maybe $12 or $15 on Amazon. So those will get used. And then these are my actual Star Wars things. Now, I made this on my Cricut when I first got it, my Cricut Air, and I got onto Design Space. I was practicing, and I made this card. Obviously, it is off, and so I remade it properly. But I thought I could use these to cut out the characters, and then like I could just tuck BB-8 under something so you can't tell that he's partially cut off. So I thought that would be cool. So I stuck this in here. And then I have these I got at Hobby Lobby. And they are, you know, the actual characters and stickers and stuff that go with them. And this is the exact design of one of the shirts I made for my husband. So I thought that was really cool. So that's kind of what made me say, yep, I'm getting this. So it has lots of really neat stickers and borders and things in here. And it does not say that these are acid free, so I will just be cautious as to not put them directly on a picture. I will either matte the sticker if it's going to be overlaying on a picture, or I will just not put it near the pictures. But they, you know, there's just not a lot of Star Wars stuff out there for scrapbooking, so manufacturers, do something about that. This is another paper pad that I ordered off Amazon, and it has the actual characters in it, and it's duplicated. I think there's like 2 of each page or something. I think, yeah. So there's like 2 of each page, but these are like little perfect things for filler, like to tuck in places. And again, these are not acid and lignin free, so I will not put them directly over my pictures. but I can also cut this out and use that, the Star Wars, this little Star Wars. So I love that. And like this, I think was like $3 or $4, maybe $5 on Amazon. This was at Hobby Lobby for $3.99. This I have already used a ton of because I did a page in downtown Disney Springs, which used to be Downtown Disney, where my son bought a Grogu, and so I used a ton of stickers on that page. And like I said before, this is not acid and lignin free, so I just tried to keep them off directly off of the picture. So those are the stickers and embellishments that I bought specifically for Star Wars. I don't want to roll in my chair, I'll roll over paper. So these are my two very exciting sets of actual Star Wars paper. It is Cricut brand. I got them off Amazon, but you can also buy them at Joann's and probably other places. But I found them on Amazon, and I had already bought them when I found them on Joann's website. So these are double-sided pages, and they have all the characters. So there's BB-8 and R2-D2 and C-3PO and the Stormtroopers and you know, all the different people. Darth Vader. There's some papers with Yoda and some Ewoks. My favorite. Chewie. So these are all double-sided. I have already used a sliver, here we go, of this Yoda paper. I fussy cut this and used it on the Grogu page. And yes, I know they are not the same person, but it was just a little border. So there is that, and that is so blinding, but when it is like cut and used as a matting page, it won't be as bad. Plus this side has Darth Vader. So I'm certain that I will have plenty of Darth Vader to be scrapbooking. And then I have this one that I bought that is different. And this is actually photorealistic because this has some symbols. And then on this side, it actually has the, like the movie covers and stuff. And then, well, let's see if I can get my hands to work. Like the plans for the Death Star, and then the Death Star, and then there's some of the characters, and then on this side is a little bit more detailed picture of the characters, some outer space, and the Millennium Falcon. That will come in handy because I spent quality time there. And then the Star Wars, and then this Star Wars with the Darth Vader. In the back of that is Darth Vader and his lightsaber. So these papers will definitely get used. And there are plenty of things I can use for Star Wars in the future because we watch Star Wars. My family is just, you know, engrossed in it. These are just some little stickers that I pulled out specifically. Like I have a picture of my daughter with a fanny pack and it makes me laugh. But I pulled this I Gotta Be Me sticker. She's causing trouble, so I pulled some troublemaker stickers. These are some non-Disney, non-Star Wars scraps I pulled out. These have stars on them. These have robots and droids in outer space and stuff on them, so I pulled those. And then, it's like the never-ending kit. I have this ribbon I bought a while back that is Star Wars. And so I plan on finding a way to use some of this. I bought it, I think, to wrap, put it on like a birthday present or a Christmas present for one of my kids or my husband or who knows. And I never ever opened it. So there's that. I specifically bought this washi tape for this scrapbooking. And this has like some of the different characters on it, like BB-8 and a oh, there's Chewie and Rey and Finn. Let's see. And then this has just got some different characters and things on it. And I got this off Amazon, but I'm pretty sure you could probably find that in a lot of places. And then I have this little box that I have been collecting little things and like loose stars and such, like all these tags I just got these in a Facebook auction, or not an auction, but like I got them out of a bunch of stuff. I didn't buy them on purpose. They were also in, I think that same set that I got, the cherry art paper. So they all had stars on them. I thought, well, I'm going to need tags, so these might come in handy. My cousin gave a card for birthday to somebody, and they ended up throwing it away. So I took it and fussy cut Yoda and these little dudes and Leia and Han Solo and that creepy guy. So I just fussy cut these out to see if I could use them. Some of them have writing on them because they signed over them, but I could find a way to fix that, or at least cover that up. So I thought that would be cool. That was before I found the stickers and stuff. So then these are just stars, like all my little stickers that have stars. I've got some Creative Memories stars. I have some, I think this is Mrs. Grossman's stars. Some of these are Francis Myers. I just pulled out all the stars and the planets and things like that. These were cut for some, I made a stencil, and so I just held on to these. I thought I could use those. I had some little tags and things. So this is just a hodgepodge of stars. So when I'm ready to add a star onto the page, then this is where I will come. And then the last, let's see. And then I'm not pulling like solids. I'm not pulling my inks. All that stuff is just right, you know, here for me to use. So that is part of just my everyday usage. And then I do have some Disney stickers that are left that I'll pull for the pages if I need to. And I have this photo playbook that I really only used a little of because these colors did not match like the Echo Park, and that's what I used a lot of for like my base for my Disney pages. So if I can use some of these, I will definitely do that, but if not, I will use those for my kiddos books. And you may think that that is a whole lot of stuff, but this is why there's a whole lot of stuff. This is the pictures that I took in Galaxy's Edge and Star Tours. So that's a whole lot of pictures. And I'm almost embarrassed to admit that this is mostly from one day. We did do Star Tours 3 different times. We did do the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run twice. And I will be honest, I practically took a play-by-play of the Rise of the Resistance ride. Like, I practically took a picture like at every step. And so I think that it starts, hold on, I got everything organized. This whole stack right here is one ride because this is us signing up for it and my alarm to remind me to sign up for it, and then like every step through the ride, everything that happened, us on the ride, like everything. So this is all one ride. That could be one dang book. So needless to say, it was, we had a great time, but I have a lot of pictures, and I've gotten to where I am not a, you know, I don't smother a page with pictures anymore. So I typically use, you know, 3 or 4 pictures on a page if they're, depending on their size. Some of my pictures are cut to where they are, like this has 4 pictures on one page, so that's fine. So, you know, this, I may have 3 or 4 of this whole thing on here, but it's a ton of pictures. But if they're bigger pictures like this, I typically only have 2 or 3 on a page. So it just depends. But I have a lot of great pictures, and we had a really good time. And so that is why there's a lot of stuff in this kit. So I hope that you all will adventure with me through the galaxies and to the edge of the galaxy. and I will scrapbook lots of pictures and have lots of fun reliving this awesome day or two. And then maybe I'll do some of them as process videos so we can do them together. And there will be lots of layering, lots of stickers, lots of paper, and a whole lot of fun. And I will be trying some new mixed media. I have my sprays that I use a lot, especially since these are blue. I've started dabbling with alcohol inks. I got lots of ink pads that I will be pulling out, and some new ink pads and stamps. So, and my birthday is in like a week and a half, and I asked for some more new mixed media. So if I get that before I'm done with this, I laugh at myself for saying that, because this is like 70 pages worth of pictures, I would say. And yes, that's my guesstimation, that this is probably 70 pages, but I have not gone through to kind of gauge. So my Magic Kingdom book was 70 pages, and it was a similar stack to this. So we shall see. Once I go through and kind of say, okay, this is what I want a page, this is what I want on a page, then I can kind of gauge how many it's going to look like. So I've learned that 55 not too terribly thick pages will fit comfortably in a binder. So if I could get it to 55 and be in one binder, that'd be great. If not, then we'll spill into another binder, and that's okay, because right now I'm at 6, but I need to break one of them in half, so that'll put me at 7. And if I have to end up doing 2 books for Star Wars, that'll be 8. So yes, it was a 5-day trip, or well, 7 days altogether, but 5 days at Disney ends up in 7 or 8 books. So, you know, it's all right. All right, so enough rambling. I've gone on long enough, and this has probably been a 30-45 minute video. So I'm going to get started, and I hope that I will see you all on this journey. Have an amazing day, and I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.